Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. I hope you're having a phenomenal day once more. We're taking a quick look here at Gala, seeing what's going on. There is some bearish signs here that I'm seeing. More important, a rising wedge pattern that's a little concerning, as well as Elliott Wave anticipating a lower low after a lower high. Okay, so again, these things haven't played out yet, but we want to kind of keep our head on a swivel and make sure we understand that anything could happen at this point. And just kind of hope for the best, but expect the worst, right? That's the right way to go when trading. We do want to probably expect the upper liquidity level to be swept first. So if I'm going to consider shorting, a price closer to 2.8 cents would be a lot more sensible than it would be right now. But again, there's a few things we want to look at. So if you're new to the channel, I'm not a financial advisor. I love to teach people to trade though, and I hope you can learn something here today. If you want to become a better trader, cryptocash.tech is a site linked down below. Congrats to our community members here, of course. Well, thanks again for all the new members too. We've got like an average of 10, 15 people per day, but we took what? Nice profit there from Attic, 21%, Solana 6%. This is our scalping bot for my Premium Plus group, 13%, Avalanche 22, Avalanche 30, E13, Avalanche 14, ETH6. So like there's some really, really cool stuff going on in there. I greatly appreciate the positive feedback. So I'm just really happy it's working out well for you. And let me know if there's obviously anything else we can do to improve. Now, when it comes to Gala, oh, hey, one last thing, do me a favor here. Hit the like button down below. Let's get this video cranking. Let's see how many views we can get. YouTube is terrible about recommending videos that are short like this in nature. So please understand, I could use your help. Just like every single video you watch, and that would tremendously make my day. Okay, thanks again. Deeply appreciate it. Okay, so daily time frame, we're ascending positively above the 20-day SMA. Looking pretty solid there. We're over the 250 and the 100. There's nothing, no negative here at all. Okay, so again, all the talk previously I mentioned about some potential shift in momentum and maybe shorting, I think we should still a little premature there. Don't short just because I said that. I think there's a lot of other things we got to see first. Okay, so again, first thing to consider is to make sure we're above the 20, which we are. Okay, when we look at the RSI, this is something that's really positive too. We're staying above 50 in the RSI. We've got a potential convergence on the stochastic, which is great. MACD is a little slower to hit, but we're seeing less divergence here, and that's important. Once that starts to plateau, you start to see the price action come back up, and that's a good sign. So we're kind of at the beginning or early stages of the daily time frame looking great, but we're still looking pretty good. Okay, no overextension, nothing crazy to note on the daily. 4-hour time frame is where we can kind of see a little bit more definitive, if you will. In other words, we can see the 4-hour time frame right here at this point, looking at wanting to break through this level here. We have the previous resistance at 2.6. Okay, so that's an important level to cross. Being above the 20, the 200, and the 50, all moving averages on the 4-hour is extremely important. Stochastic is overextending itself a little bit, so we could see a small shift in momentum there. But the truth is, where we're 50 on the RSI, money flow index is increasing. Extremely important to have that in this situation here. We can also got a MACD convergence as well, so there's really no reason to consider shorting into this coin just yet. Okay. I'm not really all about shorting into an average true range, but the range right now for this coin is 2.6, 2.7, and we're definitely looking at potential resistance here. So there is possibility the price may pull back, but again, we're not overextended leading into that. We have a lot of momentum. We do not try to stack the deck against us in that way. Okay, I think there's much more likelihood the price continues higher. Again, some of this hinges on Bitcoin too. If Bitcoin drops below 38, 37, 36,000, whole another story. The price is going to drop. But to me, I'm more interested in a short somewhere up in this range here, and I'll go ahead and add an alert so I can get notified and reevaluate at that time. Okay. Again, once we start hitting these higher highs here, sweeping that liquidity, I might be more interested in jumping in. In fact, I'm going to scoot this up a little bit here because there's this upper level liquidity. I think that's going to be an important factor eventually. We also got a lot of fair value up there too. Okay. But generally speaking, there's a lot to note there. When we look at the hourly, last thing here kind of that's most important to recognize is Ichimoku cloud. We're officially above the cloud, and we haven't been like this for some time. We keep having some false positives, but we're now in good shape. In other words, this doesn't mean you just open a long position and go hard. Okay, this just implies if you have a long position open, you keep it open, and that with other positive confirming factors, you may want to consider a long position over a short. Okay, again, above the cloud, conversion line above the baseline, lagging spans free and clear. Those are 3 out of 3 green lights to keep your long position open. Okay, so what are your thoughts? Do you think it's going to go up, continue lower? Do you think this rising wedge pattern in the 4-hour time frame is concerning at all? It's a little concerning for me, honestly, but I'd much rather trade at the upper range here and see if it breaks that liquidity level first. This would be a perfect place to get in at 2.8. Okay, so right there at that level, I think would be an awesome place to get in. So that's kind of where we're at there. Thanks again for watching. One last thing too, make sure you jump on over to the world's best exchange. I'm not just saying this, I've used, I wouldn't say hundreds, but it feels like hundreds of exchanges by now. And I can tell you that it's definitely a significant benefit. No KYC, no VPN. Use my link to register and you get a tremendous amount of benefits there. And I can tell you, with their trailing stop losses and multiple take profit targets, it's a really, really cool exchange. So be sure to check them out. I look forward to working with you. Again, hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks again for your time. See you next one.